to us, business is not just a money-making venture. It's a calling. Yeah, it's a calling, and entrepreneurship or being an entrepreneur has been a journey of working towards God, working with God among men, bringing ingenious and creative solutions to the problems of human beings. So, good will make money, but it was never about the money. It was more of the value. It was more of the solution. It was more of the fulfillment. It was more of the smile that creases the faces of our clients when they get their dreams achieved. So, there's this other aspect of our stories in Christian Pentecostal that I want to really share with us, and I feel it's not just going to help our clients, it's also going to impact the lives of upcoming entrepreneurs and startups generally all over the world. And that is about how God called me as a person into the journey of creating education solutions as a means of business. So to us, we facilitate solutions in education, opportunities outside of the country and inside of the country, leveraging on education. And we have been doing this for the last 5 years consistently. But the story didn't just start like that. It's not just about, everybody is doing it. It's not about jackpot. No. It's a calling. It's a mandate. And it all started from. It's a story of God bringing me as a person from poverty and bringing me into His abundant riches in Christ Jesus. And it all started like this. About 4 years ago, I was very broke. So, and it was a matter of concern to my heart, and I was like, God, what's happening? Praying to God. So, in the middle of all of this thing, I heard about one scheme, and that the scheme would help you to multiply money. It was during COVID time, 2020. So, somebody that was very close to me was the one championing it. So, I felt, okay, since I know this person, is a friend, and is a trustworthy person, so let me invest in this. I went into it, dived into it, and about 1 million naira was used to invest in that scheme. So when we invested in that scheme, I did it alongside with my wife. We did it, and they felt, this is it. But made it already, probably like after 2 weeks, 1 week, it will become a huge money. It will become something that will say, we have finally made it. But the story wouldn't be like that. After 2 weeks of putting that money into that scheme, the scheme collapsed, like it crashed. 1 million. Into a scheme like this, I felt my world crashing down as that scheme also crashed. Like I felt everything about me collapsing, because that means I was losing 1 million naira in my life before ever making 1 million naira on earth. I felt the devil has got a point in my life. I felt foolish. I felt devastated. I felt deceived. But I recalled in all of these things that I prayed to God. I thought I had God. I spoke with one or two. My friend, we were all into it. But somehow, the serpent was in the details. The devil was in the details, and I couldn't get the details. It's like, it's a mistake. It was so much deep in my, it was like a blow in my heart. Like, I felt ashamed of myself. Like, with all my spiritual journey, I fall cheaply to such a trap of the devil. Now, the money wasn't the money. Like, that made it very devastating, because it was not even my money. And it was just right there, like just gone. The whole money was gone. So I called one of my friends and I discussed with him. He counseled me, spoke with me. I also spoke to my mentor too, Pastor Demola Bimbola, opened up to him what happened. He encouraged us, comforted us, told us that it's possible. We can do this can work, and that can some months that financial mess. So I held on to that word. So then I also spoke with another brother at a point that was not talking Labi spoke extensively. He chastised me and he told me, he said, the wisdom of God triumphs impulsive leading of the Holy Spirit. That word has haunted me with grace. That if you had just shared that issue and probably open up to other people, probably we may not have fallen into that mess. But that the devil most times works in secrecy. He will make you feel that you want to blow, just blow like that, and then he kicks you off from the track of destiny. So I went to God, I prayed. I remember I was at the Young Calling Youth Camp. Those times I was there and I was telling God, I said, God, the devil has scored the point already. I am on my knees, like I'm down to the dumps. Nothing. This is a huge blow to my life. God, make out something from this. And I told God, and I told the devil, I said, devil, this thing you have done for me will be the best thing that will happen to me in my life. I kept on hammering that word. I was repeating that word. I was affirming that word. That devil, this call that you had in my life, this issue you had brought into my life, be one of the best story of grace in my life. So I was in the Young Calling Youth Camp for my personal retreat, begging God for about 4-5 days, praying. I shared with uncles and mentors in the Lord, and they prayed along that time. Now, where I was going is this. Those details was clearer to me those times because I knew this was a mess. This was a mess. So we're praying. Within that 4-5 days of retreat, God brought me to a point of a call. I received the call to be an entrepreneur, to be a Christian entrepreneur, to build up systems, to build up redemptive systems for lives, for my ecosystem, for Kwara State, for Africa, yeah, even for the whole world. And that will be leveraging on the field of education and opportunities, job opportunities. So like, it looks so much unimaginable. Like here, I'm just on the grass, like I'm covered with ashes. How will God make something from my life now? So within that time, that period of sitting with Him, God began to teach me deep things about business, deep things about making money, deep things about entrepreneurship, deep things about managing money, about being resourceful, about being prudent. My daughter was filled up. I wept. At some point, I was weeping like a baby. I felt God was teaching me with His rod and His staff. I was weeping because for the first time in my life, all of my goodness looked like rag. I thought giving out money, just giving out money was goodness. But right there, God was teaching me about prudence of managing funds, managing resources. And that would be my lesson 101, my business 101, my marketing 101 with God. Then, after that, I left the retreat pregnant with the ideas of Grace Edu Consult. And God gave me 2 words that changed my life. The first word that changed my life was, I said, when you begin to do what you are doing for people, you begin to do that same thing for yourself. You will be earning what you are earning in a month, in a day. It came more like a word of wisdom to me. Like if you start to do for yourself what you are doing for others, and you are now doing that for yourself, you will begin to earn what you are earning in a month, in a day. So that word was prophetic for me. So I embraced that word. And I was embracing it in the middle of 1 million naira debt. Then God also spoke another word to me. He said, there's nothing you are doing now that I cannot use to make you great. I said, God, what's in my hand? I had nothing. I was more like Gideon. God was saying, Gideon, you are a mighty man of valor. And Gideon was saying, God, we are both saying, no, you are a mighty man of valor. So I felt God was calling my attention to a seed. There was already a seed in my life which I did not see. But God said, there's a seed in your life. I said, there's no seed that was like I was typically like barren. So I was not having anything. And God was saying, there is something in your heart. And then God said, look into your life. And I looked into my life. I said that at that time, I was doing online training for IELTS for my house. And it looked so much feeble. it looked so much intangible. It looked as though it was nothing, because there's nothing you are doing that I cannot use. It's not about jumping from skills to skills, learning new tricks, trying new things. That one thing, I can use it to change your life. That was how I submitted to God, and I gave up all of my life, and I gave up all of my energy. I brought all of my energy on the online class I was taking, and that was just it for me. I took 100,000 naira from the money I saved, and I went to go and rent a place in the Forest State Library, and it was just like joke. We got do it, we got not do it. Within 1 month of renting that place, the place was empty and void. When I got it, the whole hall was just empty. There was nothing in the place. I used our dining table, like my dining table at my house. I brought it to the place, and I split the dining table into two to make it 2 tables. Bought 1 or 2 plastic chairs to it, one for one student and one for myself. That was how we started. And to my amazement, within a month, 2 months, 3 months, God fertilized that idea, that center, and we had so much students that a class couldn't hold us again. We had to be using morning class and then evening class. Like it was morning class, evening class, because God brought us amazing success in IELTS, in TOEFL, in GR. Like anybody that steps into our feet there passes the exam. It was just more or less at the miracle center. That was how God exploded us into success, into amazing glory. And within that same year, the business expanded to Ibadan. We had another center at Ibadan. The next year, we had another center to at Motion. And all of this happened within the space of 2-3 years. God said it, He established it, He brought it to pass. So to us, at Grace Edu Consult, what we are doing is tried around God and God center. It's like God takes a central position. We know that success is a possibility without cutting corners, without cheating. So Grace Edu Consult is changing the narratives of things as regarding education, because we are telling the world that no, excellence is possible without cutting the corners. We are challenging the healing education system of the country, telling us that no, people can be the best that they can without jumping the bus, without putting their hands into godliness, without performing examination malpractice. And we have been able to do this over and over and over with over 5,000 clients. So people think we are very upset that indeed we are in miracle state, that because God is doing amazing things to us. We have been able to follow the principle of excellence, dedication, integrity, diligence, and creativity over and over and over and over again. And the story still continues. It still continues. So thank you.